Hi, I'm David Gross, back with you to share a little of my wisdom for sublimation success. In front of me here, we see the 3 generations of our desktop Ricoh 11x17 printers. Notice each of the printers has on the back of it the bypass tray. We're going to talk a little bit, that'll be sort of the theme of the video here, helping you get more out of your existing printer. Well, just to share with you genealogy, the first printer here was the GX7000, and it was an incredible champ. Then came along the GXE 7700, which as I shoot the video, we are still shipping. In next year's model, it will be the SG 7100. And all these printers have done very well, and they're great printers, and they've changed the face of sublimation. Well, a lot of folks have purchased these printers with the bypass tray, and the bypass tray gives you a larger paper size. And the bypass tray extends the printable width of the printer to 13 inches. And for years, we've basically used that additional width with 13 by 19 paper. Well, internally here, we've been using larger paper to print larger. And so today, this video is introducing our new paper, which is the DyeTrans SPP paper. And this paper is 13 by 21 inches. Now, why 13 by 21? Well, a little bit of common sense if you think about it, since a lot of the folks out there in sublimation land have 16 by 20 presses. Well, we can't break the laws of physics and go past the 13, but we certainly can go longer. And so this paper allows you essentially to max out your 16 by 20 press. And so I was just going to show you a little bit of what we do for it here, what we're using it for internally. But the bottom line is, this is a no-brainer. This is an easy thing to get more value out of your printer. Internally, I talk about doing things that like this called Kaizen. It's a Japanese concept that simply says, why don't we make small incremental improvements in everything we do? And that's what we've done here. So today you can get from us this 13 by 21 paper. Now you might say, well, you know, how about bigger? And yes, you can buy the 13-inch paper in a roll, and you can use it in banner mode. In other words, you can reel off you know, a certain amount of paper, say 13 by 50. I think these printers all do about 50 inches of length is the maximum they'll do. And hey, guess what? You can do larger things. And if you watch my videos, for instance, I demonstrate that with doing, say, neckties, things like that. And so I think there's 2 reasons to go this approach. Number one is simply print bigger. And I did this print here. We're going to transfer it to a shirt. So, hey, guess what? You can do bigger shirts. So this is, you know, just about, you know, the 13 by 21. So it maxes out the press, gives you a little bit bigger shirt for your clients and so forth. Number 2 concept is just simply transfer more things at once. So this is a sheet of dog tags, and they're not packed really close together. We could pack a whole lot more in here. I just did something really quick here. But you know, the second way to use a bigger paper is, and max out your heat press, is simply transfer a bunch of things at the same time. So just a really neat concept. Essentially, it's something that really doesn't cost you any more. The paper is about the same. And guess what? You get more value out of your existing equipment. So a great deal. So I was going to do a transfer just to show you and show the folks that may not be familiar with sublimation. So they're randomly watching videos. But we're going to do a shirt because I think 13 by 21 is a big winner for shirts. So let's head to our heat press. Okay, let's do this. I have in my hands one of these sleek vapor shirts, and I wish I could tell you exactly which model it is, but it feels nice, and you know, long sleeve and so forth. We'll get in the video title, we'll make sure we add what shirt this is. But I've got my press. This is a DK20S press, my favorite press, and got the vapor foam pad underneath here. And this video is not to teach you how to do a shirt, but I'll run through it quick for you. But we use the vapor foam kit on the bottom to keep from causing crease lines where the edge of the transfer paper was. So we're gonna put the shirt on our press here, and just sort of place it here, and Generally speaking, I probably, if I had my brain turned on fully, I would also put a piece of paper in between the layers, especially if I'm doing a double-sided transfer. Again, I'm not here to just teach you how to do shirts, just want to do a quick one. And so here's our transfer, and I'm going to put a mist of Pro Spray on it. Generally, I recommend that you use Pro Spray over a garbage can so that the extra mist does not go on the floor and make it for sticky. So we'll spray it here and so forth. The purpose of Pro Spray is to keep the transfer stuck to the shirt when we open the press, because if the transfer moves, because air is rushing in, you got a little vacuum set up underneath there, then the transfer will flap, it'll move, it'll land in a new spot, and since it's still hot and there's a little bit of ink left, you'll get a shadow. So we're in all this, we're trying to prevent really two things. We're trying to prevent the crease marks, and trying to also to prevent the movement. And so again, I'm looking at it. I think I've got it pretty well aligned. But again, I'm not trying to do a job with teaching you how to do this. So again, since it's the full press, I've got to be a little extra careful with making sure I am aligned to my press, because I am maxing out my press here. So I'm doing a little feel here to make sure that I'm on top of the platen. And boy, oh boy, we're really maxing out the press. So we're going to put our transfer, put our cover sheet on top of here, and again, want to make sure that as best I can, I've got, because it's 21 inches, so I've got a ½ an inch of paper that should be excess on the platen. I've got about a ½ an inch, and so I think I'm there, I think I'm there, and we're going to swing it over and press, and I want to do it about 40 seconds, 400 degrees, again with light pressure. The good news with the DK20S is we can do everything by feel, and I pretty much know by feel exactly what I'm at. You can peek down, sort of, and peek under here, and sort of look and see how much you're crushing the vapor foam kit. If you're really crushing it, then we've got too much pressure here, and the foam just isn't doing its job, and so it's got to hit the sublimation is not really pressure technology, it's contact, but we need to make even contact over the whole press, and often presses aren't quite level when they close. So let's go ahead and open it and see what happens. Got a little steam here, and also you can look at the color here of the transfer, another little tip outside of the video here, and that'll often tell you, what your temperature of your press is. And so it's a little yellow, and so looking at this, I would bet that this press is running a little bit hot. And so if you watch my videos, I tell you about twice a year you need to measure your platen temperature, and I'd certainly bet lunch, don't know about supper, but I'd bet lunch that we're running 10 or 15 degrees hot here, because this paper turned a little bit of a color. So now we're going to take it off, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to see how good a transfer we got, and looks like I pulled it off, gang. Wow. Darn good effort here. So wow, luck was with me, and good job. So again, this gives you an instant ability to grow a little bit, to have a little bit bigger shirts, bigger transfers, and think outside the box. There's a bunch of other ideas out there of why you could go bigger. So again, I hope this has been a valuable tip, and please welcome your feedback at dgross@conde.com, and look forward to seeing you out there on trade shows and so forth. I will be teaching at all the NBM shows. If you go to nbmshows.com, N as in Nancy, B as in boy, M as in Mary, shows.com, I'll be out there for the coming year. And please let me know how I can be of service to you. Well, this has been David Gross with Conde Systems. Till we meet again, thank you.